fired because it's gotten so bad. These are the same people that said don't have fire breaks 30 years ago. Now, here's another one. Federal land management to blame for out-of-control fires, say critics. I just showed you San Francisco Chronicle, Autobahn. Here's a conservative one. That's Fox News. Says the exact same thing. All the president's doing say the exact same thing, and people are like, no, we are not going to cut fire breaks. They're not even cutting fire breaks now. They make the firefighters go fight with 50-mile-an-hour winds, totally dry scrub brush, and they're dying. You know what you do when a fire's coming? You get bulldozers out there, and you cut a 10-foot wide swath, and you build up a wall with the dirt towards the way it's coming. Romans did it. The Jews did it. The Babylonians did it. The Celts did it. The Aztecs did it. But we don't do it, and now we burn.
Hey y'all, I wanted to holler at y'all real quick about this. November the 17th, 2018, and we're all over the place. But I wanted to holler at y'all about, obviously, the California fires. Stuff, they seem to be outrageous. They seem to be getting, pretty much out of control. Yeah, I want to let y'all know a couple things about me. We don't talk about fires too much on this channel. But a couple things about me is that I do live in Texas, all right? So number one, I have driven past Bastrop, which is a town not a lot of people know about outside of Austin. And, a number of years ago, it was pretty much burnt to the ground. And, you see all it's weird. It's like a boneyard or, all you see is burnt tree stumps. Right, so I've seen that before. I know what that looks like, and also I can tell you, people do install fire breaks, because you really wouldn't want to leave yourself out there like that. There's all sort of stuff people do. They trim their yards, they trim grass around their property, all sort of stuff, man. Fire breaks, that's not uncommon, right? And the thing is, you might notice, if you were paying attention to that sort of thing, that, it's usually locals who are making these fire breaks. It's usually the property owner installing these sort of things. You might not even notice them, all right, unless you know what you're looking at. But they install fire breaks. It's common sense, but the government, they don't exactly practice common sense. Right, typically. Now, Donald Trump, he's out there, he's yelling and hollering about common sense. I don't know why the rest of the government's not taking heed, but they're not. Thing is, I wanted to bring y'all back just a little bit because it's all coming back around, right? Every single time. So, Donald Trump says, where's the fire breaks? California says this is global warming and it's Donald Trump's fault. Or not California, but, the crazies of California have been saying that, all right? So, like I said, it comes back around. Not even that long ago. Here's the problem. I have a memory. That is the problem, and that is your problem as well. So, if you happen to remember, I'm going to take you back to this little bit of news, this little nugget right here, and this was July 10th, 2018. So it's this year, but a little while back, Trump pardons Oregon ranchers whose case inspired wildlife refuge takeover. Now, he's talking about Dwight L. Hammond and his son, all right, which, spurred on all sort of stuff to include the Bundy incidents, all right? So that is if you know what I'm talking about. So if you remember what I'm talking about, these people were put in jail. This man right here was put in jail in his old age, and his son. They were put in jail for years. Y'all, under the Obama administration, put in jail for years. Why? For doing such things as creating fire breaks for their property so that it doesn't burn down. Right? So not even a year later, after all sort of people, I don't know if you call them liberals or leftists, after all sort of people scoffed and frowned and cried and wrenched their clothes, after all these people were like, "Oh man, you had to arrest the Hammonds. You had to arrest them forever." And they were so dismayed at Donald Trump pardoning the Hammonds, pardoning the Bundys and stuff like that. Oh, the government needs to take care of the environment. Meanwhile, this is what the government does. All right? Picture perfect window. California is what the government does. It's raining down ashes on y'all. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Right? Anyways, it is that simple, and it's bad. It's going to get worse. I'll holler at y'all later, and I appreciate y'all.